So, we did it, everybody. You all thought that Sacred Beast wasn't going to get a structure deck. Well, it actually looks like we are. It was announced. I have literally no idea how they are going to do this because I think this is going to be really bad. But hope you enjoyed the text. Ignore summoning conditions because that's about what's going to happen. But I have no idea how they're going to do this. We're going to need a good fusion spell card, and we're going to need literally ignore the summoning conditions. They're going to have to do some more support for other stuff as well for this, because I don't see a feasible way to do this and make this viable. But alas, they have an idea of what they're going to do. R&D is working quite hard at this, so I'm curious to see what they're going to cook up for the three Uriah Haman and Raviel. Alright, so card reveals. Oof. So, we got Gearfried, or Guilty Gearfried, the Magical Steel Knight. And those summoning conditions are two warrior monsters with different attributes. Hey guys, this is a super poly target, by the way. Just would like to point that out. So, we're just getting more generic elements. Beautiful. So once per turn, when a card or effect that targets this card is activated, quick effect, you can negate that effect and do destroy one card in the field. Alright. If this card was fusion summoned using only materials that were on the field, it can attack twice during each battle phase. Do we really need this? And then once per turn, during damage calculation, when this card battles an opponent's monster, banish one spell card from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to half the current defense until the end of the turn. So I get an 800 buff. What is this card? Like, first up, two warriors with different attributes. I have a super poly target against heroes now, until they decide to get locked into dark. And then you're telling me that anything that targets it, I'm protected from. And then I get to make 2 attacks during each battle phase. That seems a little bit, just a little bit absurd. The thing I care about here is super poly target. Like, it doesn't have to be specifically fusion summoned. I'm just saying that those conditions making this a little bit good. But, alright, I'll take my generic warrior support where I can get it. Enjoy losing to this guy randomly out of left field, because this just exists now. Haha. Alright. Next up, Crystal Girl. Huh. Adorable. She's level 1. We can 1-for-1 her out. Oh boy. Okay, so you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn each. Okay? So if the card is normal or special summon, you can activate this effect. During the end phase of this turn, add 1 level 5 or higher water monster from your deck to your hand. Why does it have to be during the end phase? If this card is sent to the graveyard while you control a level 5 or higher monster, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Alright, so that's cool. So, we get a free search during the end phase. The problem here is it is during the end phase. Should have been immediate, but I guess it's a blanketing condition effect. It's fine. And then, as long as I have a level 5 or higher water monster, I get special summon this as an extender. And it doesn't lock me into water when it revives itself. I'll take it. This isn't terrible. Any sort of water extender or extenders that, well, water needs as many extenders as it can get these days. The fact that it's level 5 centric for water, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's really going to be like, yeah, water me, daddy. And I'm just, I know there's like the Stingray archetype and stuff that we were messing around with over the previous years. That was kind of coming to light a little bit, but I don't know. Like, it's just passive support, so we'll see where this goes. Card's good, but like, it's not that amazing. Nope. Who's giving? Which one of you asked for an Altergeist Link for? Which one of you made this your wish? Which one of you? Which one of you said, yeah, we need an Altergeist Link for? Okay, so it's 2+ Altergeist monsters. It's not generic. But, I mean, guys can put 4 monsters on the field. Right, guys? Okay, so, you can only use this card's first, second, and third effects once per turn each. Alright, so during either player's battle phase, quick effect, you contribute 1 other monster. This card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. In what world do I want to tribute monsters during my battle phase? I guess I can pop my own Altergeist cards to trigger a search effect, but that's okay, sure. This card destroys the opponent's monster by battle, and destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. If you do this, this card can make 1 more attack in a row. So I can attack over something, trigger it to destroy something, and I can make another attack in a row. Not on a monster, by the way. I do want to point that out, okay? If this card would be destroyed, you can banish 1 other monster from your graveyard instead. Well, first up, I never wanted to read the line on an Altergeist card that said if this card would be destroyed, you can banish 1 other monster from your graveyard instead. I'm just going to say that if Altergeist has to hard make this thing's probably going to have 5 protections built into the dang thing, and that means I'm going to have to work really hard to out this. But, you know, you can just compulse it, Dingrease, oh yeah. So if Altergeist hard make this, you can just Dingrease with it, compulse it, Solemn Strike it, summon, Solemn Warning it, summon. Like, there are outs in the current format for this that I'm not going to have to, like, deal with this. Like, the card's very good, but it's like, is it going to see a lot of play? Personally, I don't know. Giving Altergeist any more options, I mean, once again, like, why do I want to break up my Altergeist field when I'm trying to stun my opponent just to go into a 2800 beat stick? That I contribute another monster, by the way, from my already sparing lineup to power it up, but alas, what do I know? I'm not an Altergeist player. DZ, please tell us what you think about this card. Alright, we got Rose Princess. Ooh, it's Earth and Plant. It's level 3. You only special summon 1 card with this card's name with the way it's written on its first effect once per turn. Okay. So, if only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card's treated as a tuner. You've just made my going second dream of Black Rose even more of a reality. And then you can discard this card to add 1 white Cloister from your deck to your hand. Please tell me the last card is named White. Cloister. I'm going to call this card Cloister. Like this. Okay. So it actually searches for the bottom card here. Okay. Then we have White Rose Cloister. So if you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 Rose Dragon monster or plant monster from your hand. Should have been from deck. Okay. During your draw phase, before you draw, you can declare 1 card type. Monster, spell, and trap card, and reveal the top card of your deck. If it's of the type you declared, apply the following effect. Level 7 or higher synchro monsters you control gain 1000 attack. Now, hold up here. Alright, so let's go back up here to Rose Princess. Okay, so we have a level 3 that we can now special summon to act as a tuner. That's pretty decent. Alright, like, you've now given generic tuner support to every deck across the board that acts as a Cyber Dragon. Alright, that's really cool. And then you want me to play this thing that just grants me the ability to summon a Rose Dragon or a plant. Now, on the flip side here, I do want to say that this does say special summon a plant from your hand. This is a support card for plant princesses. Probably my most guilty obsessed deck in the game. Like, I love watching it work. So now that we have a way to, besides Lone Fire Blossom them out, if we hard draw them, we can actually, you know, summon them, like, and not be punished for it. So overall, for a good plant support card, this is really good. Like, getting the ability to tutor for more additional support and the archetype is good. And they did very well in terms of designing this to either, you know, tutor out as a tuner monster, or, you know, you can add it as a discard fodder to search for Plant Princess Castle. It's very interesting either way. Overall, this support, all of this stuff is interesting. Super Poly Lad here is looking the spiciest out of all of this, though. Nobody cares about Crystal Girl. except she's an extender, but I don't know on what. And then Altergeist is looking. We're never hard making this. I'm just saying. Outside of that, interesting stuff. What do you guys think? Please, you comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Well, guys, the ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.